Hello, everyone. Hopefully, you can hear me all right. Thank you for joining me today on how to protect your energy. This is something that I love to talk about because I get a lot of clients that come to me and tell me that they sometimes feel so drained or that they just had a really stressful conversation with someone and they really need to find a way to be more positive after it. So I thought, why not talk about this amazing topic on protecting your energy? Oh, hi everyone. Let's see who is here. Hi, Isabel. Hi, Olivia. Great. Awesome. Thank you everyone for joining me today. Let's see. All right. Oh, I have pictures. Great. Hi, Clay. Hi, Anita. Thank you for joining. Oh, I'm feeling all the love tonight. Thank you. Hi, Nicholas. I hope everyone is doing so well tonight. Well, it's nighttime here where I am, so post in the links where everyone is, or in the link, in the little chat box, you know what I mean, just so I can see where everyone is right now. So right now it is 8 p.m. on my time, and it was just raining a second ago, so now it's all nice and pretty. So let me talk to you a little about protecting your energy. Ooh, Tallahassee, that's great. All right, protecting your energy. So the other day I was helping the studio that I work at with their interview process. They were conducting I would say 4 or 5 interviews that day on Friday, and I said I would help. And I thought it would be kind of a fun thing to do, and it actually was fun. But what I realized was that I didn't protect my energy before doing that. Because afterwards, I just felt so drained and so tired and just so negative. And it was not a horrible experience, I'm not saying that, but it's just interacting with so many people in a short amount of time just tired me out, and I didn't feel like myself. I was even having neck pains and back pains, and I just felt sick, and my throat was hurting. I felt like I was gonna catch something. And so at first I'm like, oh, I'm getting sick, but then I realized that, because I'm not sick right now, but I realized that my energy was so depleted from trying to engage with these people and talk to them that I didn't protect myself, and that's why I was feeling sick and I was feeling tired. And so I really wanted to talk about protecting your energy because it's something that I try to do a lot, because I've run into a lot of stressful situations in my life before, and I constantly am running into stressful situations. And so I try to do my best to protect my energy, and I sometimes don't follow up on it, and it bites me in the ass, like what happened during the interview process for the studio that I work at. So I think it's really important that you guys listen to your body, listen to yourself, to really feel like you feel protected. Whether that be spiritually, mentally, physically. If you know me, I work with clients to balance their physical, their mental, their spiritual selves, and I think it's important to encompass all of those elements into a human being, because we are all just created with so many different elements in us, and I think we should be balanced, not just in one area, but in all areas. So let me give you some suggestions on how to feel more balanced and how to protect your energy, especially if you're going to go into a stressful situation or you're going to meet a stressful person. Sometimes we have those friends where we kind of don't want to hang out with all the time because they just kind of bring you down, they drain you. So this can definitely help with that. Or if you're going to be spending time with stressful family members, no offense, I love my family, but sometimes the connection and the stress can bring me down. So protecting your energy is important, especially for family affairs. So use this during the holiday season. So one tip, the first tip that I have is to set clear boundaries. So if you know you're going to hang out with your draining friend or your family, or even at a job that you find very toxic and is very stressful, set a boundary for yourself. So you can mentally just think in your head, all right, I am going to get through this, but I will not take it home with me. I will leave it alone and let it go. It's great if you are a good person at work and you're a great person to that draining friend, but you have to be good to yourself. So that's really important, to just listen to yourself and to set those boundaries where you're going to be like, hey, yeah, I'll hang out with you, Susie. You need some help because your boyfriend just dumped you, sure. But if it's like 7 hours later and she's dragging you down spiritually, mentally, and physically, and your energy levels are just really low, you're going to have to set a boundary and say, hey, Susie, I love you, but I'm going to need to take a step back and take some time for myself at the moment. But please give me a call later on and we can hang out and I can support you in another way. So it's really good to have that boundary where you protect yourself, where you're not just going to spend hours and hours in a toxic relationship, either with your job or a friend or a boyfriend or any of these relationships that you have, so you can protect yourself. So what I like to say is help those people that need your help, but also to leave it alone and let go of it. Don't bring it home with you, okay? So that's a good tip to set your boundary. Tip number 2 is to cloak yourself. It may sound weird, but I like to physically cloak myself either with a scarf. I'm wearing a pretty scarf here, or I have a shawl, or you can wear a big sweater, a comfy sweater. So if you know you're going to go into a stressful situation, to just have that barrier in front of you, in front of your heart, in front of your chest, to make you feel more protective. It's kind of like a security blanket that you have, but not as obvious as carrying like a baby blanket around with you, but it's just something where physical that you can feel and that you can notice during the stressful situation that, yes, this is protecting me right now. And also you can cloak yourself in mentally and spiritually. Sometimes if you can't wear a scarf or a shawl, you can just pretend that you have this golden white shawl around you, a golden white light shawl. I know that sounds weird, but just something as like an invisible barrier where no matter what happens to you, no matter what interactions that you go through, you're going to have this barrier of white, golden, beautiful light to protect you. And I found myself using that as a great tool to protect myself when I can't use a shawl or a scarf. So maybe you guys might like to use that instead of using a physical shawl. Let me just see. Ooh, sweater. Yeah, definitely, Isabel. Definitely. All right. And thank you for who joined. We are talking about how to protect your energy, and I already mentioned on, one second, let me just, hopefully, I just got some invites. Hopefully I can work it around this. Sorry, everyone. All right, so if you get weird notices from me, sorry. All right, great. All right, so I'm talking about protecting your energy. And so the first suggestion I said was to set a clear boundary and cloak yourself. And now I'm going to give you a third tip, which is to sage. So if you're having a very stressful situation in your apartment or in your house, what I love to do is to sage. So I burn some sage around the apartment, behind doors, especially in places and areas that have had an extra stressful situation in there. So I like to sage the place, and I also sage myself. So I like to take the sage and just put it around my body, making sure that the smoke comes out and wraps around me. And while I'm saging, I also like to say like a little meditation where I say something like, I release all of the negativity and all of the fears, and I welcome healthy change and healthy positivity into my life. So you can just sage out the negativity and accept the positivity and the clean energy around you. So that's something I love to do. I think you should try saging. Has anyone ever tried saging before? Does anyone even know what sage is, or is anyone confused? I don't want to confuse anyone when I mean saging. Anyone in the comments? No? So everyone is good on saging. Great. Awesome. Ooh, good. All right. Isabel, what if you don't have sage or can handle the smell? Ooh, good idea. Well, I love the smell of sage. I don't know, maybe I'm just weird like that. But when I sage, I open the windows so it's not too strong. So you can also have the old and the negative go out of the window. But if you don't have sage or you don't like the smell of sage, you can use a sage spray. You can take like the essential oil and turn it into a spray by adding witch hazel. It smells really good, but I personally like the lighting it and I don't know, it's just something very organic about fire, and it just makes me feel like a goddess when I do it. I just love seeing the fire and I love seeing the smoke, and I just feel like a mystical goddess when I do it. So I think that's why I always like saging. But maybe I should try the spray more and see if that works better for me. But that's a great question. Let's see. Do I have a recommendation for high quality sage? I can add a link to the one that I got off Amazon, which I've been using for a long time. I love them. So Christy, I will definitely give you that link of the one I bought. But I'm also looking to make my own sage. So once I do that, my own saging sticks, that sounds weird, saging sticks, I'll definitely let you know. Apparently they're pretty easy to make yourself, so I want to do that eventually, but I will definitely give you the link of the saging sticks that I use because I love them, they smell great, and they last for a long time. Great. These are awesome questions. Thank you. So we have our boundaries, we have our cloaking yourself, and we have our saging and meditation. Another tip for protecting your energy I love to do is to take a bath or a shower. So if you take a bath, I suggest taking a salt bath to get rid of all the toxins and to put in some lavender essential oils like I just put a few drops into the bath, and it smells so good. It helps me relax, and it also helps me release any of the stress and negativity that had been latching on to me for that day or that event that made me stressed out. And ooh, love lavender, Christy. Yes, I do too. It's one of my favorites, and it's just so relaxing. It's amazing. You can just put a few drops in your bath, and it's just amazing how relaxed you'll feel. And you're also, when you're sitting in the bath, and the salts really do a great job of detoxing your body. So I don't suggest staying in the bath for like an hour because you could get dehydrated, and I've done that before and I've felt a little dehydrated and sick. So like a 20-minute bath of just cleansing yourself, of getting rid of all of that negativity that has been stuck in your body, and to just release everything and let it go. What I love more than baths, however, are showers. If you live with me, you would probably be annoyed because I take a lot of showers throughout the day. That's another beautiful way of cleansing yourself. If you live in a place that has a way to recycle the water. So my building is like an eco-friendly building, thank God, that recycles the water. So I'm not killing the environment as much as I would at just a regular house, taking like my 2 showers a day. So also be mindful of the environment when you're taking these showers, but I don't take a long time. When I'm in the shower, I also put a few drops of lavender. So when I'm in the shower, the steam can activate the lavender oil that has been mixing with the water. And I just visualize myself while I'm in the shower, having the water droplets in the water just cleanse away my day, letting everything release and let go, and to make it just like I'm a new person, so I can have more positivity, letting go of all the negativity. And it's just such a great way to relax. So I love taking those cleansing showers to really get back into my body and into myself, because now after the shower I'm more positive, I'm more relaxed, I don't have the negative day that has been latching on to me. It's just my energy levels are more up and positive, and it's just amazing. But if you can't get to water when you need to have a shower to cleanse yourself and to protect your energy, you can always do what's called a light shower meditation. So you can find a seat anywhere, comfortable seat, closing your eyes, and visualizing this beautiful white golden light coming over you and just cleansing yourself and washing away all of the negativity and all of the toxins and stresses that you had that day. And it's a great way to just breathe deeply and to just let everything go by having this beautiful white golden light shower over you. And that's if you can't get to a physical shower. I find that as a really big help, especially during stressful situations or if I've had a long day. And after that, my energy is always definitely more positive, and I'm more calm, and I just feel more like myself. So that's also a really helpful tip for me to do when I can't get to a bath or a shower in that exact moment. Has anyone had any experience with meditation or having that white golden light visualization? I know it may be new for some of you, but if you look up Gabby Bernstein or the Chopra Center, they really talk a lot about the white golden light, especially when you're cloaking yourself or when you're visualizing it over you as a shower. So I think that's a really helpful tool that I love to use, and I love to suggest it to my clients when they can't get to a shower, a physical shower. I meditate daily. That's great, Christy. I think meditation should be in everyone's daily practice because it's just so beneficial. Even if it's 5 minutes a day, it'll really help you get back into yourself and make you feel more like yourself. So that's why I love adding meditation to when I'm saging myself or saging the apartment, and also meditating while I'm taking that shower. Isabel, I feel like I should. Yes, you should. It's very beneficial and it's very healing. It's such a great way to just relax and be in tune with yourself. So hopefully you try it out. Well, these were my tips on how to protect your energy. Sometimes it's really hard to just protect yourselves, but if you know me, I'm such an advocate for self-care, and I think it's so important to protect yourself before you give your all to anything else, because you will get tired and you will get burnt out, and the world doesn't need that. We need all of you guys and girls to be full of energy and full of positive energy and positive vibes, so you can keep on being magnificent in the world. And so I hope that these tips were really helpful for you, and I would love to continue this conversation. So if you have any questions or if you have any comments, you can definitely just go into the comments section. And I also created a very beautiful PDF, if I don't say so myself, on my website. So you can go to www.tribeofwellbeing.com, and there's a hyphen between well and being. And under the resources section, there's an awesome PDF that I made with these steps. So if you're like, oh, what did she say? I kind of forgot, or I don't want to go back and watch the video because I can't find it anymore. So I will post this video on my website, and I have already placed the PDF under the resources tab on my website. So go ahead and take a look there. I also have the other PDFs from my other Facebook Lives that you might find that might interest you, so you can check those out as well. And I want to say thank you for everyone who joined. I'll just quickly go through the 4 steps so you can have a recap on how to protect your energy. Step 1 is to set a clear boundary with yourself. Oh, hi Gabby, see you on Sunday, thank you. So step 1 is to set a clear boundary. Step 2 is to cloak yourself, whether physically or spiritually and mentally. Step 3 is to sage and meditate. After your stressful day or your stressful interaction, sage the day away. And then step 4 is to take a bath, whether it's a salt bath or a shower or even a light bath if you can't make it to water. To just recharge and to cleanse all the negative and the negativity away. So thank you so much for everyone who joined. Again, my resources tab on my website has this beautiful PDF that you can go ahead and download for free. It's at www.tribeofwellbeing.com. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. It was really awesome getting to talk to you all, and hopefully you can make it to another one of my Facebook Lives. I will be doing another one next week, so tune in and I'll see you later. Thank you.